Hello YouTubers, today I'm doing a little review of this Sony HDR-PC7E. This camera is the oldest handycam in my collection. I've got older cameras, but this is the oldest handycam. It debuted in 1996, which is actually when Mini DV came out in the first place, so it's one of the first. Unlike a lot of my other Sonys, this one actually uses a completely different power supply. Which is like a block here, you can see that. So a very unique cable connection, so if I ever lose this cable I'm screwed. I'll never be able to power it up again. For the time being as well, literally I can only use it on that because the batteries it came with do not work, they don't hold a charge. But considering this came out, 1996, they're amazing that they sort of power it on in the first place, but it cuts in and out. And I did think the camera is faulty, but it's not, it's the power supply. So let's switch it on. Very traditional style. Let's turn this so we can see what I'm doing. Camera, VCR mode and so on. So let's whack this into camera mode. Very grumpy old camera. Filming. Buttons are all on the side here, and that's your speaker. Let's get this camera up, sorry. So you've got your volume control, main menu and so on. Which you won't do because the viewfinder's that way. Menu's very different on this camera from all the other handy cameras as well. Different style. But you do have a 16:9 on there. It's not true widescreen obviously. But it's interesting to see it has that crop option in one of the earliest models. I didn't think that was something that was in the earlier ones. Record mode, sort of self-explanatory standard stuff really. There's nothing else there that's different. Digital zoom, it's got that. Always turn that off though. Steady shot. VCR mode, let's just standard play and long plays is the only thing on that one. So, oh, pressed the wrong mode. Oh no, I didn't. Long mode standard play. So not going to use that. It looks poor enough as it is, being one of the original handycams. All the DV noise. I'm recording this one on the micro MV format camera. Did I just press record on that? Nope, I didn't. Turn it on. Recording camera. There you go. So yeah, it's a bit of a brick, as you can imagine, being one of the early cameras. It's got a bit of heft to it, but it's not not too heavy, but it's certainly one of the heavier ones. Interestingly enough, it's got a colour viewfinder, which obviously I can't show you that, which, considering how many handycams have black and white, certainly in the later years as well, it's nice to see one so early in the run having colour viewfinder. That is for doing the focus on the viewfinder. Here's your tape compartment, not department. You've got your stop and record options here in terms of traditional press once and it records, press it again it stops, or you've got 5 seconds, or the anti-ground option, which is you hold the button to record, as soon as you let go it stops recording. A lock, fader, and then here, let's bring those up. You've got the VCR options that obviously light up when you stick it into VCR mode. And then let's just put this round, get the tape out, just push down here, and then you've got the little button there. I've just got a standard traditional Sony tape in there. Push down. And away you go. In terms of footage, I will wait until I've got a new battery for it, because I want to take it outside to give it sort of best, give you the best view of what it's capable of. But obviously don't expect much, it being from 1996 and yeah, the start of Mini DV, but I thought I would show it off because it's obviously, being one of the first ones, quite a collectible item, and actually finding a working one is even better, which I've been very fortunate with, because yeah, these are the ones that are on there mostly have severe faults. I did, as I say, think this had a fault initially when I put the battery on it, came with, because it's cutting in and out, but it was just the battery. As soon as I put this in the mains, it was fine. The only thing I needed to do was run a head cleaner through it about 3 times, because it really wasn't liking recording. It keeps on coming up with clean head symbol, so I've done that 3 times now, and now it's working perfectly, so that's great. Just need a new battery, which are not even on eBay anymore, but I have found a website that's doing them, so yeah, all good. Right, I'll speak to you in the next one.